Sister Wives star Meri Brown just dropped a bombshell, and it changes everything. She says Kody and Robyn tried to silence her with a secret agreement, and the truth behind Coyote Pass is darker than anyone imagined. And now, Robyn's claiming she doesn't endorse fakeness, after cold-shouldering Janelle and Meri in that painfully awkward land meeting. The Browns aren't just divided, they're exposing each other. Did the final property sale finally crack the family open? Sister Wives star Meri Brown claims Kody and Robyn tried to silence her. Shocking new allegations. Every new day brings to light some of the hidden aspects of the people we've grown to know and love through the TLC reality series, Sister Wives. Whichever side of the fence you fall on, whether you're pro Kody and Robyn, or you're sympathetic to the causes of the three wives who left, you can't fail to see how suspicious trying to trick the other party into signing a confidentiality agreement is. Oh wait, am I getting ahead of myself? Okay, here's the story as Meri herself told it. Meri Brown blows Flagstaff property hidden details wide open. Once upon a time, Kody Brown had a dream to have the perfect property where he could live together with his 4 wives and 18 kids, and it'd just breed this big beautiful family atmosphere. However, when things came crashing down, the family was forced to part ways with the 14-acre property, and while we know things didn't go oh so smoothly, I don't think fans really grasp the level of manipulation happening beneath the surface. No wonder Christine wanted to extricate herself from any drama concerning the property by letting Kody buy her share of the land off with a mere $10. I think the issue was getting our names put on the appropriate pieces of properties, Meri explained during the November 16 episode of the long-running TLC series. There was a lot of conversation surrounding that, and I don't know why it couldn't just be signed on. Since each wife owned a separate portion of the land, it was tricky pulling off what compensation was due to each of the women. Ahead of the April sale, Kody Brown explained the family's situation, saying, "We got a written offer. But we were still in the middle of the paperwork to reassign all the property to make the 4 of us equal owners. This was not an easy bridge to cross, as there was too much to agree on, and we were going back and forth through lawyers." Whilst Meri can't tell us about the nuances of the whole affair, she did hint that Kody's take was not entirely truthful. "He's putting the whole F-King thing on me, that I slowed it down, that I'm the problem," she detailed angrily. "But it had to do with the fact that they were trying to get me to sign a confidentiality agreement that I was not willing to agree to." Why do you want me to sign a confidentiality agreement? Why are you trying to silence me? Whilst Kody doesn't necessarily agree to trying shut Meri up with an NDA, he did admit that he and Janelle once planned to undercut Meri. To this, Meri wails, "It F-King breaks my heart that it has come to this. I didn't think that these people would try to do this to me. Like, was there not any parts of us that were human?" Be sure to catch up on everything happening with Sister Wives right now. Now I will discuss about Robyn. Brown says she doesn't endorse fakeness, after ignoring Janelle Meri in Sister Wives preview exclusive. Robyn Brown isn't a fan of faking it in the upcoming Sister Wives episode, at least when it comes to her former sister wives Janelle Brown and Meri Brown. "I don't really endorse fakeness," Robyn, 47, confesses in Us Weekly's exclusive sneak peek at the Sunday, November 23, episode of the TLC series. "And like, okay, let's pretend like everything's okay, when it's not." Kody Brown then claims, "Robyn hates girl games," telling the cameras, she reads nuance way different than me. Robyn and Kody's confessions came after an awkward exchange with Janelle, 56, and Meri, 54, regarding the sale of their joint Coyote Pass property. In U's clip, Janelle and Meri arrive in separate cars to the Flagstaff plots of land to meet with Robyn and Kody, 56, and their realtor to finalize the sale. From the moment they all get there, Kody and Robyn keep to themselves and stand away from Kody's ex-wives. "We're ready to go," the realtor says, standing between the two camps. "I've got some stuff just to go over with you guys, just as far as making sure everything's spelt right and all the deeds are printed out and ready to go." Janelle is the only one who interacts with the agent, telling him that the money will go a long way towards her new flower farm in North Carolina. After the realtor shows Kody and Robyn the documents, he walks over to Janelle and Meri to make sure they are on board. "I think this is what you said before, right?" Janelle asks, referring to the distribution of property and her and Meri's names being on the correct plots. She quips, "I want to double-check it just because, you know," making a face that seemingly is directed at Kody previously dividing the land unfairly. "Oh, yeah," the realtor replies. The cameras pan to Robyn grimacing as she stands beside a solemn Kody. When the cameras focus on Meri, she is visibly trying not to laugh over the uncomfortable moment. "All right. I'm glad it's done. Glad it's finally done," Janelle says, once again breaking the silence. After the realtor notes it's one chapter closed for the group, he says his thank yous and goodbyes, which is the only time Kody speaks. "Thanks so much, man," Kody says. Kody and Robyn quickly walk back to their car to leave after the deal is done, while Meri and Janelle commiserate over what just happened. "They didn't even say hi, and they didn't even say bye," Meri recalls. "It was like, okay, I am invisible to you." Janelle has similar feelings about the meeting, telling the cameras, "I think Robyn felt like she was going to be persecuted or attacked or something. And I'm like, no, we could be adults here. But whatever. It was super awkward, right?" Janelle asks Meri after the fact. "I think it was so awkward," Meri replies with a chuckle in her voice. Janelle admits, "It was awkward and I didn't think he'd be so awkward, but it was pretty awkward." Meri concludes, "They just didn't know what to do or how to have a normal conversation." Us Weekly's exclusive clips pulled back the curtain on the Brown family's Coyote Pass property deal that was an issue for Kody and his exes for years. After Christine Brown split from Kody in November 2021, she gave her portion of the land to Kody and Robyn and kept the money from the sale of her Arizona home. After Janelle and Meri left Kody in December 2022 and January 2023, respectively, they remained tied to him because of the family land. They argued with Kody for years about which plots belonged to who and what they were owed for their shares. In April, the group finally sold the 14-acre property for a reported $1.5 million, which was a profit of $680,000 for the group. Now I will discuss about Sister Wives Season 20 Episode 8 Recap, Making Out Monogamists and Congregating at Coyote Pass. Grab your trusty work gloves and get ready to unpack another crapisode of Sister Wives. This episode kicks off in Flagstaff, where Kody and Robyn are somehow still unboxing Robyn's purple junk and assorted pieces of art to clutter up their new mountain mansion. After placing a random phoenix sculpture upon the mantle, as you do, Kody and Robyn celebrate by sharing a kiss that Robyn reveals is not only painful for us to watch, but also physically painful to participate in, due to the wild state of Kody's facial hair. Kody, whose hair situation has been unfortunate at best since making his reality TV debut, shockingly offers to shave off his mustache in exchange for more make-out sessions with his shy wife. More kisses for Kody, he gleefully announces as he dashes off to one of the Mountain Mansion's 1,700 bathrooms to buzz off his Guy Fieri-esque facial hair. We are now resorting to watching these goons do their personal grooming on camera. Damn, what I wouldn't give for a catfish storyline or even a cringy family flashmob scene right about now. Sigh. Before Kody gets to hacking on his hair, he has Robyn reassure him that willingly shearing his face will mean that the two of them will make out like teenagers. The Ashley will give you a moment to yak into whatever container you have near you as you picture Kody and Robyn sucking face. As Kody manscapes his mug, Robyn tells viewers that when Kody was still married to those porch-rocking chair dream killers known as Christine, Janelle and Meri, she was always really careful about partaking in PDA with Kody in order to be respectful. Now that she and Kody are in a monogamous marriage, Robyn says she and Kody flirt a lot. Back in the bathroom, Kody gleefully accepts compliments about his now visible jawline and later tells viewers he's digging his look so much that he'd almost considered doing away with all of his facial hair, as well as what's left of his mop top. As the Ashley told you earlier this week, Kody recently did just that. Click here to check out his new look. Next we head to North Carolina, where we're told that Janelle's daughter Maddie will soon be popping out another brush baby. While Maddie has shared her baby bathtub births with the camera crew in the past, Janelle casually reveals that Maddie's new daughter, Amelia, Estelle, has arrived and is already home, meaning we won't be subjected to watching Maddie squat out another kid in her bathroom. But most of all, I feel grateful that I didn't have to shoot out this one in the bathtub while all my dad's wives sat in folding chairs, staring at me. Although Millie was born a week after her due date and therefore didn't end up arriving on the anniversary of Garrison's death, her middle name means star, which Maddie says is a nod to Garrison and his love of photographing the night sky. Over in Utah, Christine is whipping up diaper cakes, while surrounded by an assortment of baby items and a dozen or so Amazon boxes. While Christine is assembling what will be baby shower gifts for two of her kids, David comes downstairs, sees the stack of deliveries and begins to question Christine about her spending habits. David, who is obviously ignoring the years of TLC paychecks his wife has collected and the MLM products she's been shilling for more than a decade, wonders what will happen when his income is their only income. After admitting that she has packages delivered to her house on a near-daily basis, Christine acknowledges that she's spending too much money and that she needs to cut back. When David asks Christine if she had a budget when she was married to Kody, Christine claims that the family had no money, especially when their kids were young. She then recalls not having enough money for groceries and needing to put items back at the checkout counter, an experience she calls embarrassing. Christine explains to viewers that once she and the other wives sans Robyn began earning their own money, she had more financial freedom. However, everyone except Robyn would contribute to the family account. Christine says Kody was in charge of this money and she never knew how much the other wives were taking out of it, but knows that she took what she needed. Money from the family account was also used for most of the kids' college tuitions, something to which Christine claims David would never agree. After confirming that he wouldn't have used family funds to cover his kids' college costs, David tells Christine that they need to start thinking about where they'll be financially in the next 10 years. Christine explains that because there were so many years that she had nothing to give her kids, she wants to make up for it now. Still, she realizes that she may not be able to fully fund Truly's college tuition when the time comes, and that it's something she and David will have to eventually figure out. Back in Flagstaff, Robyn is allegedly organizing the overfilled hell that is the Mountain Mansion pantry. Kody runs into the house to share the news that a full offer on Coyote Pass has been received, and they'll soon be rid of one of the worst financial decisions that Kody and company ever made. Robyn mentions for the millionth time that saying goodbye to the vacant property is really hard for her. While Kody recognizes Robyn's eternal struggle with selling the property, he's focused on closing the chapter that was his former life. He also notes that buying the new and opulent Mountain Mansion has really eased the pain of parting ways with Coyote Pass. Later that night, Kody and Robyn gather the tenders, minus Dayton, who appears to have jumped in his driveway RV and hightailed it out of the mess of Amazon boxes and bad art that is the Mountain Mansion. They tell the kids that they have sold Coyote Pass, and no one looks particularly sad, or like they even care. Aurora does take a moment to tell the table that Coyote Pass represented the dream of our family being a whole close unit again, something Robyn agrees with, mostly likely because she fed the line verbatim to her daughter before the cameras began rolling. Kody tells Robyn and the tenders that while there won't be any more memories made on Coyote Pass, there will be plenty of memories made at the new Mountain Mansion. What memories? All they did on Coyote Pass was sit in lawn chairs and talk crap on each other. Next we head to Parowan, where Meri's B&B is being gutted and remodeled. Meri says she'll continue living at the B&B as it's being revamped, and that her longtime family friend Amber will be shacking up on the premises as well, presumably to give Meri's trusty BFF Jen a break from filming this garbage disposal of a show. Meri tells Jen's understudy Amber that because Coyote Pass has been sold, she's returning to Flagstaff to finalize paperwork, where she'll probably have to see Janelle, Kody and Robyn. Meri predicts that seeing Robyn will be particularly awkward, as their last encounter was really weird. Let that be a lesson to anyone thinking about gifting a fairy junk journal to someone this holiday season. Meri, who claims there's not trust with me and Robyn, also reveals that she found out Coyote Pass had been sold through Justin the realtor, not Janelle, Kody or Robyn. She also shares some of the conversations that went on between herself and Robyn and Kody about the property, none of which went smoothly. Meri tells viewers that during one really rough conversation she had with Kody, Kody went after Jen, which Meri says she won't stand for. Kody then admits to viewers that it's hard for him to not see Jen as a nemesis, as he believes she encouraged Meri to leave their marriage back when the Browns were still living in Las Vegas. Kody seems to be mad that Jen told Meri she didn't have to settle for a life where she's 1/4 married to a frizzy-haired fraggle with an ego the size of the Grand Canyon. Go figure. As Meri heads out to Flagstaff, Janelle has just arrived in town from North Carolina. Before begrudgingly dragging herself to Coyote Pass, where memories of the day Kody stripped down to splash in the mud pit surely still haunt her brain, Janelle meets up with her Flagstaff friends, Christina and Angela, to catch up. Unfortunately, she's lost most of her voice and is barely able to speak to them. Angela jokes that it would be great if Kody showed up to Coyote Pass without his voice, to which Christina reminds her that he's too busy losing his hair. Christina and Angela then grill Janelle about her dating life or lack thereof, as Janelle says she's focusing all of her energy on herself and doesn't want to risk a man coming into her life and messing everything up. Janelle mentions to her friends that Christine and David have encouraged her to join Farmers only to find a man, and that Christine has stressed the fact that most men are not as much work as Kody was. Despite her own terrible, horrible, no good, very bad marriage to Kody, Janelle says that Kody and Robyn seem truly happy together, before insisting the two are equally yoked, and basically feeding each other's enormous egos. Next we head back to the mountain mansion, where Kody is, ringworm be damned, attempting to debunk decades-old wrestling mats that were discarded by a local high school years ago. The Ashley is praying this is for exercise or something, and that these mats are not going to be used in Kody and Robyn's purple bedroom for sexual hijinks. While getting his scrub on, Kody talks to Robyn about the upcoming meetup at Coyote Pass and asks Robyn if she's excited to see her old friends, Meri and Janelle. After laughing at his own comment, Kody says he knows the face-to-face with his exes will be a bit awkward, though Robyn says her main concern is that Kody keeps things peaceful. Kody goes on to tell viewers that the paperwork to sell Coyote Pass took a long time to finalize because everyone couldn't come to an agreement when it came to reassigning ownership of the lots, resulting in lawyers needing to get involved. Meri claims that Kody is placing the blame on her for slowing down the process, before revealing that at one point, Kody wanted her to sign a confidentiality agreement, which she refused to do. In response to this, Kody claims that when they received their first offer on Coyote Pass, Janelle was worried that they would lose the buyer due to the lot division issue not being settled. Kody then says that Janelle was pushing him to either comply with all of Meri's wishes or force the sale of the property. Kody reveals he nearly made a backdoor deal with Janelle to sell the property without Robyn and Meri's knowledge. "I'm not the only one who chucked a bit at the mention of Kody and backdoor in the same sentence, right?" Kody claims that Robyn was insisting at the time that she and Kody not mess Meri and Janelle over in the deal. Janelle seemingly confirms Kody's comment, telling viewers that Kody told her at one point that he could technically sell the property without Robyn or Meri's consent. Kody goes on to credit Robyn for preventing this backdoor deal from happening. When asked by producers about the confidentiality agreement she was asked to sign, Meri confirms that doing so would have prevented her from talking about the backdoor deal that almost happened. Meri then begins to cry about the deception that went on in her former family, calling the whole situation heartbreaking. The episode concludes at the seemingly cursed Coyote Pass property, where Janelle and Meri are the first to arrive. Before Kody, Robyn and Justin get to the property, Janelle and Meri share a hug and mildly celebrate the fact that they are able to walk away from this investment with a piece of the financial picture, however small it may be. Meri says that while she and Janelle aren't best friends, she's glad she had an ally in this whole property situation, with Janelle adding that if they hadn't fought for what was theirs, Kody absolutely could have done them both dirty. While waiting for Kody, Robyn and Justin to arrive, Janelle and Meri reach their limit on small talk and decide to return to their respective cars to stay warm, forego the need to come up with things to talk about that aren't how evil Robyn and Kody are. When Kody and Robyn eventually roll up to the property at their leisure, Robyn immediately clocks that her former sister wives aren't outside their cars welcoming her and Kody with open arms, which she says is a message that Janelle and Meri don't want to interact. Yeah, think. Instead of Robyn and Kody making the first move, they remain in their car, as do Meri and Janelle, with the latter telling viewers she just wants to get this nonsense over with so that she can return to her hotel, throw on some sweats and watch some TV. Right finger, stay with me, this episode is packed. Before we jump in, hit like, drop a comment telling me whose side you believe. And make sure you subscribe, because the Brown family secrets are getting messier every week, and I've got all the updates.